Next, we are taking Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity. The pairing of electrons in the orbitals of the same subshell does not take place until each orbital of that subshell has got one electron each or is singly occupied. Hence, for least repulsion, that is the purpose that there should be least repulsion, the electrons in degenerate orbital means having equal energy, should be placed singly until it becomes necessary to place two electrons in the same orbital. Thus, the most stable arrangement is the one in which there is maximum number of unpaired electrons in the subshell. For example, nitrogen 7 has electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2. Now we have 3 electrons and 2px, 2py, 2pz have equal energy. That is, they are degenerate orbitals. So we have to give one electron each to each of them, so that repulsion is minimized and stability is maximum. And that is the application of Hund's rule. Next point is stability of half-filled and completely filled orbitals. In certain elements, just as copper or chromium, where two subshells 4s and 3d differ slightly in their energies, an electron can shift from subshell of lower energy, that is 4s, to subshell of higher energy, that is 3d, provided such an electronic shift results in all orbitals of the subshell of higher energy getting either completely filled or half filled. For example, chromium 24, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6. Now expected electronic configuration is 4s2, 3d4. Actual electronic configuration is 4s1, 3d5. Why? Because 4s1 is half filled, 3d5 is half filled. Both are more stable. That is why the real configuration is 4s1, 3d5. Copper 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s1, 3d10. Expected is 4s2, 3d9. Actual is 4s1, 3d10. Reason is 4s becomes half filled, so it's more stable. 3d10 becomes completely filled, it is also more stable. That's why the copper has outer electronic configuration 4s1, 3d10. That illustrates that half filled and completely filled orbitals are more stable. Now we are going to take up electronic configuration of elements with atomic number 1 to 40. The distribution of electron into orbitals of an atom is called its electronic configuration. The first element, hydrogen, atomic number 1, electronic configuration is 1s1. First orbital is 1s and it can have maximum 2 electrons. Hydrogen has only 1 electron, so we write 1s1. Helium has 2 electrons, its electronic configuration is 1s2. Now lithium has 3 electrons, 1s2, first orbital is full. The next electron will go to 2s orbital, so we write 2s1. Beryllium 4, 1s2, 2s2. Now the first two orbitals are full, so next electron will go to 2p orbital, 1s2, 2s2, 2p1. Carbon 6, 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. Nitrogen 7, 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. Oxygen 8, 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. Fluorine 9, 1s2, 2s2, 2p5. Neon 10, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. Now 2p orbital can have maximum 6 electrons and it is completely filled. So we will move on to the next orbital, that is 3s. So sodium 11 has 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1. Magnesium 12 has 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2. Aluminium 13, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2. Now 3s orbital is full. So next electron will go to 3p orbital. So 3p1. Silicon 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p2. Phosphorus 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p3. Sulfur 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p4. Chlorine 17, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p5. Argon 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6. Now 3p orbital is full. So next electron will go to 4s orbital. So in potassium, next electron goes to 4s1. Calcium, next electron goes to 4s2. Now we come to scandium 21. 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2 is filled. Now the next electron goes to 3d orbital. And 3d orbital can accommodate up to 10 electrons. So here it will be 3d1. In titanium, it is 3d2. Vanadium 3d3. Now chromium expected was 4s2 3d4, but actual is 4s1 3d5. Reason I have already discussed that half-filled orbitals are more stable. So 4s1 and 3d5 both are half-filled and they are more stable because it has minimum repulsion. Now manganese 25 will have 4s2 3d5. Here first we have completed 4s orbital and then 3d5 remains as it is. Here both are stable. 4s2 is completely filled, 3d5 is half filled. Iron 26 will have 4s2 3d6. Cobalt 27 4s2 3d7. Nickel 28 4s2 3d8. Now copper expected is 4s2 3d9, actual is 4s1 3d10. Why? Because 4s orbital becomes half filled 4s1, which is more stable. 3d10 is completely filled, which is more stable. Zinc will have 4s2 3d10. Now after this 4s and 3d orbitals are filled, next electron goes to p orbital. So in gallium, the last electron or differentiating electron goes to 4p1. Germanium, it goes to 4p2. Arsenic 4p3. Selenium 4p4. Bromine 4p5. Krypton 4p6. Now 4p orbital is full. And now the electron will move on to 5s orbital. So rubidium has 5s1. Strontium 38 has 5s2. Yttrium 39. Now 5s orbital is full. Next orbital to be filled is 4d. So it will have 4d1. Zirconium 40 will have 4d2. So these are electronic configurations.